Now, on the other hand of things that might work versus might not work, we now are seeing almost daily installments in this confusing, bizarre, kind of aimless Republican civil war. But today we have a new wrinkle. The Republican Civil War has mostly been anti Trump Republicans and pro Trump Republicans fighting each other. Like I said earlier this week, this is a civil war we want to encourage. It's a good thing for this to be going on. Yesterday's episode, we had Dan Crenshaw, sort of a fence rider, continuing to ride the fence and tread water in the midst of the Civil War, saying, the Freedom Caucus people who claim to be very pro-Trump, they didn't really vote with Trump that much, but people like Adam Kinzinger, who is seen as anti-Trump, actually did vote for Trump. Dan Crenshaw finding a way to ride the fence. That was yesterday. Today, there's a new wrinkle. And now it is just straight up Trumpist on Trumpist civil war. Today we have Trumpian lawyer Lin Wood. That's the same guy who briefly represented Kyle Rittenhouse, and that's relevant. Lin Wood is also the guy who was involved in all sorts of 2020 election hijinks. That very same Lin Wood, Trumpian lawyer, attacking brutally Trumpian Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Even within the pro-Trump wing of the Republican Party, there is now trouble in paradise, and we should encourage this. We should foment this. Lin Wood is now accusing Marjorie Taylor Greene of being under the influence of, not alcohol, of the devil. After Kyle Rittenhouse claimed that Lin Wood exploited him to make money, Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted, quote, "Lin should go to jail for what he did to Kyle. I also fully blame him for why Georgia lost our Senate seats. He's from Georgia, and we know him as a lifelong Democrat, not a Republican. He grifted off of Trump and told people not to vote on January 5th, saying their vote would be stolen." Lin Wood has now gone to the Daily Beast and said he's thinking about suing Marjorie Taylor Greene for defamation, suing Fox News propagandist Tucker Carlson for defamation. And he responded to this by saying, quote, "I mean, from a biblical perspective, I think she's under the influence of the devil because people that follow Jesus Christ don't lie. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a liar. Draw your own conclusions." Lin Wood also told the Daily Beast Greene was one of a number of deep state right-wing agents working to destroy his credibility. Not a surprise there. So when the lunatic extremists are fighting each other, you know that all is not well in their world. And I take two interests in this. One, you already know. This type of infighting can only be good for the left. It might not help the left, but it might. And it certainly doesn't help the pro-Trump right if the left knows how to take advantage of it. But the more interesting piece is that this is yet another data point that what unites these people fundamentally is not actually even support for Donald Trump. There was one layer, which was these are all Republicans and what unites them is conservative values. No, the pro-Trump Republicans had completely different values. It's just Trump says I'm a Republican, so they vote for Republicans. Fine. So that we were done with. Well, maybe it's support for Trump that actually unites them. No. Lin Wood and Marjorie Taylor Greene both claim to love Trump. They both support Trump. They both say Trump is great. Lin Wood claims Trump actually won the election. Marjorie Taylor Greene claims Trump actually won the election. Lin Wood wants to take the election back however they can. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to take the election back however they can. Both believe Kyle Rittenhouse acted in self-defense. You get the point. But as soon as there's anything but complete deference to each other personally, they go to war. The deep state this, the devil that, you're subject to this. Even the very Trumpism that supposedly unites them is not enough to go beyond the personal for these folks. It's a complete and total grift. And the question is whether the left will figure out how to take advantage of it and actually win some elections. Unfortunately, I remain very skeptical that the left actually knows what to do with this. We'll talk about what the left could do with this on an upcoming show. If you have ideas, certainly let me know. I have some, but always interested in hearing from you.
One of our longtime sponsors is Monk Pack, giving you 20% off Monk Pack's keto nut and seed bars, which taste just like your favorite sweet snacks, but without the guilt, because they have only 1 gram of sugar, 2 to 3 net carbs, and 150 calories. A great snack if you're doing keto, if you're doing low carb, and if you just want a low sugar snack. I love the Monk Pack nut and seed bars. Great balance of sweet and salty, satisfyingly crunchy, soft and chewy. Because I like these so much, I use Monk Pack's subscription feature, sends them straight to my house on a regular basis, and saves me 10%. If you don't love Monk Pack as much as I do, they will refund you all your money. I think there's a really good chance Monk Pack nut and seed bars become your favorite go-to snack. Monk Pack is giving you 20% off your first order. Go to monkpack.com and enter the code PACMAN at checkout.